Hey guys, NightFox here, and welcome back to another episode of the 3 Gems. So today, I'm going to show off all the progress that we've made so far. Not too much compared to what we've done so far. We still have all of this going on for the caves. I haven't worked as much on this, but I did start to clear our way through these tunnels. As you can see, I kind of made some progress here. Here, I should give myself some night vision really quickly. See if I can find this real quick. I think it was a dark blue. Excuse my lack of Minecraft knowledge. What the hell? Oh, it's green. Since when is it? Alright, well. Anyways. Alright, let there be light. So, where we're currently at in here is this section right now. So, we've got this whole cave dug out, and this is going to be the spider-infested area. So now, basically, what I'm trying to work on at this moment is just bringing this cave together, and also connecting it up to the front over here. So we've gone and demolished this whole front section right here, and we're starting to get some of the terraforming done out here, and we'll kind of like mess around with what I'm kind of trying to figure out for this area. But for right now, I want to stick my main focus on the spider cave and getting this area kind of just dealt with and over. I have a reference from one of my old versions of this world, or not one of, because I've only made one of this world other than this one. But yeah, so I have a kind of idea that I'm going for, but I'm gonna try some new ideas here. So what I'm thinking is, these right here, I'm sure some of you were wondering what these were for. These are going to be where I'm gonna put in the spider spawners. So in this world, the way I do things to make it like kind of RPG-esque is I have spawners that are semi-hidden, so you can't break them. And then I have spawners that are exposed, that can be broken, to kind of clear out areas. So, the idea for this area is that I'm going to have spawners splattered around that you can take care of if you feel like it, or if you did go and you did grab the pickaxe all the way back in the starting area up there. And these are going to be like little spider nests, and I want to kind of plop them around throughout this cave and kind of make some little challenges as you go through. So kind of like right now, I'm not going to do too much of this boring stuff, but right now basically what I'm going to be doing is I'm going to come through this area and just kind of smooth it out and make it all more cave-like and whatnot. I'm not going to get into crazy detail for the first steps because I like to take things like step by step. So basically, I'm going to go through this area, starting from around here, and just go and make the rest of the cave more fleshed out and smoothed out. And then we will start working on spider spawner areas and little like nests that I can bring together. I'm going to go and do that right now, and I will come back whenever I have that all prepped for us. Alright, so now I have fully finished off most of like the fitting of the cave, so basically everything is all kind of smoothed down. We have all our little areas plotted out. Took me a little while, I think it's been like an hour and a half or so to get everything kind of in shape and whatnot for all the little areas we're gonna make. And then so now kind of the idea is I want to go in and make the small little structures that I need inside of here, and then once those structures are complete, and once the spider spawner little like nest things are complete, then I can move on. I'm thinking that I also kind of want to get this top area smoothed out. Like I'm kind of dying to do this little top area here. And then yeah, so those are the things that I want to get done for now. But I think for a starting point is we'll start with some of these nests here. And I'm going to start by looking at some of the blocks that I might want to use and kind of just brainstorm a little bit. Because I know that I definitely want to use cobwebs, because that's a must. But now the question is How do I represent like a giant spider nest? I also found candles too. This could work. Could be something like spider eggs, but I'm thinking for just the sake of not continuity. I'm not sure what word I'm looking here for, but I feel like turtle eggs are gonna look a lot better than candles. But yeah, so now I just need to come and make some type of like texture up in these places. I'm thinking, ooh, you could come in with, I don't want to do too much of that. I don't want to mix in too many random textures and whatnot. I think pale oak would be nice for like a, yeah, it kind of feels like a silk texture, like a bed of silk. I'll also need to do some of these guys. So, thinking that the spawner is going to be like the center of the nest. I don't really want to hide the spawners or nothing like that. Then we'll slap some of this around, kind of make it feel like they've webbed up the area all nice. And we'll slap some of this there. I'm gonna kind of make like a little bit of a texture almost in here, this area. I don't want it to be fully like whited out with this pale oak. I just want it to feel more like it's actually been like nestified. It's the best word I can think to describe it. Let's come in here with some of this, and I want it to like dome in on itself. So like I want this area is what I want to see first. Like stone is what I want the first texture to be when you're coming across these things. And the idea that I got, that I have right now for these is that like it's kind of like an optional thing, so you can come in and clear them out if you want, but it's not something you have to do. So like you can just kind of like make your way through and try not to get absolutely booty raped by these guys, but you could also take the time to fully clear them out if you'd like. And then we'll do some turtle eggs in here, kind of like a little brood of spiders, and then come in with some of this hanging, what do you call this? Oh, it's just hanging moss. Okay, grab some of this, and it's like kind of like natural covers for the spider. Make it feel like it's kind of blocked off a little more. And then maybe I'll rough up the stone and do mossy cobble. Or I could do a blend. I could do a blend of just cobblestone and mossy cobble. Just to kind of... Oop, no, it can't be there that much. Just to kind of make things feel a little more messy. I don't want things to feel like so clean, like with all the stone. It's gotta be messy. Just to kind of show that, like, this is a... Like, it's almost to kind of demonstrate, like, pop this area out, like, this is a threat, is kind of what I want you to think when you first look at it. Like, this is going to be somewhere that's going to be a threat. I feel like we could do some of this and, like, add some extra texture in here. Make it feel a little like things are hanging and whatnot. I don't know. Like, I was hoping to make it feel more like spider webs going across, but I don't think that's the vibe I'm really getting from this. Yeah, I'm not a fan of that, but what I'll say is I think that it could be nice to have this like put in here as like a midway texture between the whites, just to give it a little bit of texture in between, so it's not all the same. Yeah. I just wish there was a better cobweb type block, because that it doesn't work very nicely, and it's hard on small scale. Like, I'm trying to build in a smaller scale, but oh, I didn't know they added that. Oh, white concrete, maybe? No, I don't think that'll be nice. Yeah, I've never heard that before. Yeah, I think we're just going to stick with this design for now. So what I'll do is I'll go around to all the spider nest areas that I have, and I'll kind of fix those up, and then I'll jump back here, and then we'll work on some of the structure designs, and then we'll continue from there. Alright, so we've got all of the spider nests all done. So all the spider nests are all properly put in place now. So now it's just going to be getting a lot of these main little structures in here, and there's not going to be much. It's going to be just a few little things here and there. But we have like some ice and stalactites and stalagmites that I want to put in, and then I'm just going to do that for this area. The areas above and whatnot I'll fix up later, because there's other stuffs that I want to work on and move towards, and I don't need this whole place like being fully decked out just yet. It's not really something I'm too interested in at the moment. I just want to get it like fleshed out so that way things are starting to move forward, and then we can get a move on. So I'm thinking in some of these areas we'll do some little ice places, and then we'll come over here. Oh, wait, no, I can't put that there. So we'll do stuff like this and make that happen. I'll kind of flesh this out while it's dripping a little bit. Right, and then get some of these going. I don't want to go too crazy with these. Like, I want to have just enough so it's interesting. And it's just like something extra to look at, but I don't want to go nuts with them. Like, I just want to have a little bit of extra something around. So I also got to come in with some other textures, and I'm going to use probably andesite and light gray wool for a lot of the decorations in this area. Move on into like normal cave, normal cave, normal cave, and then we're going to come down here. And we're going to do like a big ice patch area. This one's going to be mixed with some melted water, and the water is going to be more in like the center areas. So let's grab a water bucket real quick, if I can just remember it's in tools, right. So grab the water bucket, fill in some of this here. Edges got to be frozen over. There we go. This there, and grab some of these. Slide them just around here a little bit. Oh, I thought maybe I could make it bigger. And then lastly, we're just going to come into this area. Fill this in with a little more water. And we're going to go full ice near the entrance. Actually, another thing about this, this would not be water. It's too close to the entrance. And we'll put some inside of the walls as well. Maybe not there. And some in the roof just a little bit though. There we go. And I think that will be that for this area. Later down the line, I want to like really come in and detail these like heavily with slabs and stairs and whatnot, but at the moment it's just not something that I'm willing to do. I try to go in like for the full terrain detailing after I get everything fully figured out. And we'll grab some of these. Hit these with fire. Or shovel. And now... Perfect. So that's a makeable jump. So what we'll do lastly is we will put some fences underneath to hold these up. There we go. And this is makeable, even though I'm not good at parkour. Okay. Just prove it. There we go. But, yeah, so this is the little area that I wanted to make as well. It's just like, I'm honestly not 100% sure what it is. I just know I like doing this. I think it's a nice little detail, almost like there was like pathways beforehand. But yeah, so that is the cave area all finished up here for the time being. So we're gonna move on to some other projects and whatnot. I think for right now, I might just get some terraforming done and then get some like guidelines built out, and then after that, we're just gonna call it a episode there. I think that most of the times that I'm spending right now is just going to be on like getting some of these smaller details worked on and getting everything kind of set, so that way I have like a base to work on. Everything is like entirely subject to change. Like I will probably come back at some point in the future and rework so much of this stuff, so I wouldn't expect anything to stay the same because I'm always changing things. But yeah. So I'm going to go and do a little more work on all of the terraforming that I need to get done and whatnot, and then I will come back, show off what I did, and then we're going to call it an episode there. Okay. Alright, so this is where I'm going to call it for today. We've made a very good amount of progress here. I got a lot of this terrain smoothed out and kind of brushing it down towards the little exit there, and altogether, like, this place is starting to really come together. Yeah, I look forward to getting a lot of this terraforming done on the side over here, and hopefully eventually I hope I can just show some more of my building processes with like building like little structures or anything else along the way, because I feel like I've just shown in the first few episodes like so much terraforming, but nonetheless, like I feel like it's important to kind of just show all of my progress and all the things that I do. And honestly, like with projects like this, there's just so much terraforming that needs to be done, and because like I'm very heavily focused on making an atmosphere. Like it's nice to make cool builds, but a cool build is only so cool when it's standing on its own. But when it's standing on an atmosphere that you've created around it, a cool build can just be elevated to heights you never knew. So that's kind of what I'm trying to achieve here, and I think, you know, as we chip away at it, like it's slowly starting to turn into something that's just really incredible, and I look forward to seeing what this looks like when I have all the terrain built around it and all the plant life that I want to do and whatnot. So yeah. Anyways, we're going to call it an episode here. Thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Take care.